Alright, hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another pub commentary done by Luminous, and today I'm casting a game that is sent by my friend Bobo, who is going to be playing a Prophet today. Oh, I know he's Prophet because I skipped ahead a little bit to make sure that the replay works, and this is a very old replay, and that's why I had to do that. And looks like we're going to see some immediate TP to the mid lane, so I'll quickly cover who's playing what as we watch his techies mind around. Alright, so we have Mind's Sweet playing the techies, the Arts of Dota playing Rubik, Cortez on the Storm Spirit, Mia Tiamia a Cancer on the Tiny, and we have Assassinate Plowback on the Void. We have For Fun's Matthias on the Luna, Powerless playing the Wind Ranger, Bode playing Nature's Prophet, Pichu playing the LC, and then we have Hawk on the Earthshaker. It looks like we are level 1. Am I actually just gonna get some suicide attack going on? There is no suicide. Maybe right click's gonna do it. Miendo, the Prophet, not exactly sure where he's sprouting. They're gonna pick up the Luna and toss him right on the cliff right from the get-go, the Radiant off to a beautiful start, and they get the rune for the Storm Spirit. I'm surprised that we didn't see Tiny using that toss. Normally you skill Avalanche at level 1, and I think if they actually got Avalanche, would have killed the Prophet and perhaps a Luna, although you could make the argument that tossing him up the cliff is a little bit better off. So a very greedy build coming out from the Storm Spirit, actually not getting any sort of regen item. So in very high level gameplay, if you see your opponent doing that, you immediately just, instead of last hitting, obviously you still want to last hit, but you focus more on harassing and bully him out of the lane. Although with that said, because he got the assist gold on the first blood, as well as the bounty rune, he is going to be getting his bottle very quickly. Powerless has went for a stat spell first. Normally if you're going for stat spell, you send your first tango very quickly. I don't think so. Essentially right after you hit 125. It looks like he's going to be a little bit greedy and opt for not getting any regen and go for the bottle as well. So two very greedy players on the mid lane. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of Sprouts and TP, but immediate warding. So he's saying, dude, you could TP out. I'm waiting my telekinesis lift. It looks like the lift is on cooldown right now. They're just trading CS back and forth, and Earthshaker looks like dying to a patch of mines on the left side. I'm just more curious of what's happening. And there looks like a lift onto the high ground. Well, Bold also, he doesn't have TP. So right now this Rubik has royally messed up two people on the top. And he's just, I mean, he's sprouting. I'm not sure exactly sprouting for what. Pichu's coming to help. I'm not sure if you want to get here. They want to get this Rubik, but this Rubik is just messing with them big time. Dota WTF. They are going for the Rubik, but I think Rubik is fine with this. They have toss. They could toss somebody up there. Are they going to go for it? Lift on the high ground, and it's going to be 3 people on the high ground. Looks like Rubik is going to pay for with his life, but I mean, hey, Dire team just lost the game. How do you come back from this? Earthshaker is coming in, Dota2, WTF. Alright, I guess this is why my friend has sent me this replay. Dude, are they thinking about tossing this techie up there? I don't think you want to do that. Well, Hawk is over there. There's a toss on the high ground. And there's another lift! There's 4 people on the high ground! There's just a triple kill suicide! Oh my god, this replay is already doing so much work. Avalanche hitting on the high ground. Of course, this ward providing vision. That's 4 kills in the span of 2 seconds. Techie getting a triple. I didn't think that suicide did so much damage. Suicide, that was a level 1 suicide. Full damage 500, partial damage 260. Holy crap. Well, I guess the game continues, but you continue down what? How much? About 2,000 gold deficit, and the techies. Okay, both just disconnects. I don't think he's just rage quitting, but it's just hilarious. Maybe he's changing his name to mock one of his teammates. But let's look at who's laning. Where Pichu, after that fiasco in the top lane, is, I think he started in the jungle and will be going back to the jungle. Prophet most likely is starting on the bottom lane. And the only saving grace that the Dire team has going for them is that Powerless has not been tossed up to the high ground. Yeah, he's actually got one of the kills, I think. He's got assists. Alright, Nature's Prophet is disconnecting again. And looks like we're going to see a big wraparound gank coming out on the top lane here. Well, they're being very patient, but the creeps will actually scout them very quickly. And of course, Techie has to run to the right side, considering that he doesn't want to run into his patch of mines. Luna just kind of running away. He's going to get tossed back. The mine's going to hit. Where's the suicide? The suicide not in position or not on the cooldown. It looks like Mateus is going to trade his life for the techie kill, but pretty good look here for the Dire side considering the fact they are getting backstab. Techies though will have suicide in about a minute or so. They're looking for this toss into the patch of mines here. Or toss into the patch of mine. Man, this Radiant team is just full of a lot of random trickiness. Tiny, he's got to be careful. Let's see if he's going to get the toss off. If he mess up, he's going to toss a creep into it. The beam's going to hit. Enchant Totem's going to hit as well. And the fissure is going to hit. And he's going to run right into the mines. It's a carnage on the top lane. And Luna, got to be careful. Fable. No mana for the Fable. Alright. What a weird way to start this game. Bottle checking on the mid lane. Everyone's got his bottle. Powerless got a double damage ring. Gotta be careful if you're the Storm Spirit. I'm surprised to see the Wind Ranger not running up the hill and chasing him a bit and then sending another power shot for the KO. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna keep my eyes on this top lane because there's a lot of kill happening. Fissure's gonna hit and one more right click. Techie's dying one more time. So despite getting that early triple kill, Dire is actually making a pretty good comeback right now. Gotta start tangling up though. Back in the mid lane, yeah, Powerless did make the dive. I'm gonna quickly rewind to see that, to see how that gank went off. Alright, 10 seconds ago. Yeah, he's got a double damage, and Storm just not really respecting the fact that Windrunner could just come in very easily. He did get the pull off, and with the help of the tower and the creeps, doing quite a bit of damage, but he's got a bottle charge, should be able to make it out fine. He's pinging relentlessly. He's like, hey guys, get the kill. Zuso, please. Prophet, please. Prophet's on the other team, so very well done by Powerless. Unfortunately, he has to go all the way back to base. Alright, Techie's hanging around, or sorry, Tiny hanging around on the right side. Gotta be careful. He can toss. I mean, a single toss is gonna be a guaranteed kill. In fact, he's gonna toss him right in and immediate suicide. Man, I remember running this combo like back in Dota 1 pub days. It's just so fun. In fact, I even maxed suicide. Techie back in the days was not played nearly as well as it is today. What a lucky toss. One more right click. He does get an enchant totem, but the fissure doesn't come off in time. Tower trying to get the aggro. Nicely done here by the Rubik. And he's asking for a TP in from the Prophet. Prophet not teleporting in just yet. They're going for it. Fearless is, Powerless is coming in. Can he actually get a Shackle Shot? Will hit Power Shot though. Not getting the full charge. Toss away. Avalanche will hit. Pichu coming in from the side. They're going to beam up the Art of Dota. The Art of Dota will die. And Tiny is going to kind of run back. Well, you don't want to chase after Tiny because there is a Techie's coming in position. In fact, are they going to try to set up another suicide? There is no suicide. Toss forward. Landmines. Landmine's going to blow up. Bang. Gonna be the kill. TP in from the Bolt though. Ooh, this is gonna be somewhat dangerous. Avalanche is gonna hit onto. Sprout is available. He does have Tango. He's gonna Tango out. He's Tango's out a little bit slowly here. Storm's gonna zip in from the left side. Can they get one more beam? The Fissure's gonna hit on the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit is gonna die on the back line here. Techie's gonna look for the suicide. He drops the landmine. No suicide available. And I think the Dire team knows that as well. That's gonna be another kill. 3 kills going inside. Radiant, but the Fable hitting one low. Mateus gonna run away just in time. The Art Dota chasing. He will have telekinesis available. Actually, he's got a bottle on the Rubik. Not exactly the most standard thing. Fissure, oh, barely missing. A little bit of Chinese fissure, just short. And looks like the Shackle Shot not gonna latch. Although I think even if he latched, would not have gotten the kill. We're gonna do the bottle trick. Invisibility. I'm passing the bottle. Whose bottle actually is this? This looks like it's Rubik. Rubik rich enough to actually buy a bottle. In fact, they're gonna go for another kill. Toss in and landmines. No, the landmine will miss. The right clicks. Can we get the right clicks? He needs 2 more. Oh, a little bit misplaced. Storms are coming in from afar, but out of mana completely though. And looks like he has lost vision of the Luna. Cannot chase him for the Fable kill. So Luna thanking his lucky stars and moons, I suppose, and escaping from that. So despite the early triple kill suicide, the Dire team actually doing okay in terms of catching right back up. Body blocked. The mine is gonna hit on Pichu, and Pichu surrounded by 4 heroes is gonna go down. 13-11 is the score. This replay is excellent. Thank you for sending it to me, Bold, because not only is it exciting gameplay, it's also letting me practice a little bit my play-by-play, which definitely needs quite a bit of work. So the big winner here for everybody in this game is Faceless Void. He's a level 8, absolutely free farming. Got a hand on Midas already. And he's doing great in terms of farm. Back in the mid lane here, Powerless. Is he going to get zipped on? That's the question. Toss back in. Where is the suicide? Suicide not going to be available. They're going to get Pichu. Toss him right back. Avalanche and suicide? Suicide? No suicide. He's just walking in, finally getting his suicide. I think he's suiciding, or he's clicking the suicide on the Legion Commander, and as such, you're waiting for you to get really, really close. You can suicide just on the ground, but you might not do the maximum damage. Bolt coming in here, trying to get the Sprout off. Nice block here, and now Tiny just latched on the tree. Will go down. Cortez will be able to zip away, or he thinks so. Oh, he actually made it across. No Sprout, and we'll have Sprout in 1 second. The Wrath is going to hit. The Sprout will land. It looks like Cortez in a lot of trouble. Power Shot. He doesn't have the mana for Power Shot. One more right click is going to do it. Powerless is going to run away. There is no suicide available. Tossing him back to the mines. Toss back into the mines, and the engagement will end. Scores 14-14, and we're barely 9 minutes in the game. Top lane here, Ava. Toss is available. Toss not back to the, no, it is back to tower, but there's the Echo Slam, there's a Fissure, there's the Beam. Hawk kind of caught on the right side, but the tree is not helping out on the Tiny. Now it looks like Hawk is going to run right into, he's going to try to TP out, and he's going to make it home. Great TP from Hawk right there. All right, we're going to need to see the Void starting to join the fight. I mean, with the Hand of Midas, you could liberally TP into these fights, especially under the T1 tower, and start participating, especially when you have the Chronosphere up. If he wants to farm more, that's fine, but I like to see him having the option to do so, right? I would definitely carry a TP, just in case. Storm Spirit, looks like he's going to go for a Power Treads. No indication what build he's going for, apart from the fact that he did not get the Arcane Boots. Normally, if you go Arcanes, you're going to disassemble your Arcanes midway and go for Bloodstone. So the fact that he's going for Treads, I think he's going to go for Orchid. Looks like we're going to see a wraparound from Powerless. Really will not get a Shackle Latch. What a hacks range here. Cortez in a lot of trouble. Fissure is going to hit as well, but Cortez going to zip away from a long way. Looks like this Tiny, he wants to fight a little bit more. Ava and toss back into the creep wave. No, yeah, the bombs barely in range. We'll get the kill. The Wrath of Nature dropping everybody low. Powerless coming in. The Power Shot snipe. We'll get one kill. The Fissure, no, the Fissure going for another target. TP is going to get cancelled by the Prophet. A little bit afraid that the Avatar's combo will get to him. And finally, the Void's going to TP in, but not exactly the most opportune time. It's going to go in. The Chronosphere, it's going to hit onto, beautifully done by Assassinate. He's going to go for Powerless, but Powerless will have win run. He's going to be fine right now. Hawk dropping all his nukes. No, the toss is going to do the magic damage. Looks like Hawk's going to go down as well, thanks to big Avatars. Pichu trying to regen his way up. Art of Dota, one more right click is going to do it, but look like the TP in from the Luna. Huge Eclipse coming in, and Assassinate will have mana. No, he does not have mana for a jump. It looks like he will have it if he go for Intelligent Treads. The fight is not over yet. Tiny's coming in. He's looking for the kill, but looks like Mateus is going to have the burst damage to burn him down. Meanwhile, Tiny coming in. Sorry, Techie's coming in with a huge nuke, and it's going to bring him down. It's 19-18. This is looking like one of the most exciting pub games you have ever seen, and honestly, you have ever played. If you're one of the participants in this game, you're having a lot of fun. Or at least, you would be having a lot of fun. Unless you're the one guy that just keep on dying. Is there one guy that just keeps on dying? I'll check in a bit, because the fight does not end. Hawk looking for the Enchant Totem. He is going to get the Enchant Totem. Power Shot, and he's going to prevent it. Okay, he's afraid to get close. Although, actually, I think he would have, if he actually just right-click him one more time, they would have just gotten the kill. So, one interesting to point out is that Hawk is going for the max Enchant Totem build, which is the build that you normally see if you're going for a carry Earthshaker. So, do I think I have a little bit of time to talk about this build? Shackle Shot, not gonna latch. So you can see that from that Fissure, it actually did like absolutely no damage, right? Because it was a level 1 Fissure. But he's hitting for what, 400% more physical right click, and is actually just chunking people in terms of damage output. I personally like this build from time to time, especially if so this is not the point I'm trying to make. If you're having a very tough time when in terms of getting items, hold that thought. Mateus is going to get double damage, hold, and maybe suicide. No, suicide is available. And now it looks like Sweet's in a lot of trouble. Toss back in, and the Ava is going to hit as well, but Mateus got the magic stick. Powerless is going to get the shackle off after power shotting Techie. Well done here, Cortez. In a lot of trouble, but looks like Powerless in bigger trouble. He's got a Glimmer Cape already finished on the back line here. They're still chasing Powerless. Powerless getting tossed back up, and he's taking a ton of damage here. The Beam is going to help out a little bit. The Ava not clipping on the Luna, but the Fable will do it. Meanwhile, Art of Dota out of mana, under T2, and looks like he's going to get dueled, and the winner damage going to Legion Commander. It's a sausage fest. Wait, why did I say sausage fest? I mean a carnage fest, but I guess I got sausage in my mind. Alright, so Earthshaker, when you're going for this build, I'm not sure why he's up there. I guess he got tossed or lifted up there. What's going on in this game? Enchant Totem is great, or sorry, Not leveling a fissure is great if you want to keep that mana pool down. Obviously, then you're utilizing fissure more for the range and not for the damage / stun. This game though, he's actually able to get close and personal. So the enchant totem, right clicks are actually doing a ton of work. So it's a little bit less of an kind of standard build, but it's definitely working alright. It looks like we're gonna see a 2-man smoking. We're using smoke in this game. We're walking in, we're tossing in. Where's the suicide? The bomb's gonna do it, and Matea's gonna get brought down. Whew. Alright, who's that guy that's been dying repeatedly? Techie's 10 and 9, but it doesn't count. I guess everyone's been dying a lot. Tiny's got 6 death, and Luna's got 6 death, and normally these are kind of the carries that you're looking to do, but they are fighting non-stop. They're diving non-stop, and it looks like we're going to see a little rotation up top. 2-man fissure, the Shackle Shot barely missing here, and looks like Hawk is going to not get hit by the Advent. Look at that chunk here from Hawk. Hawk's running forward. He's got the Echo Slam. He's looking for some power shot from Powerless. Impressive play here. And Shackle Shot, that's going to latch onto 2. Echo Slam, that's going to hit. Enchant Totem, that's going to hit as well. Boba's going to come in. The Fissure not going to hit because Cortez out of there. Power Shot. Ooh, Sweet's going to come in, but he's got to be careful. Sweet does have the Suicide available. He's going to get Shackle right here. Can he get the duel off? They are going to get the duel off, and Dagon coming in from Bold. Early Dagon. There's a TP coming in from Faces Void, but I'm not sure if you want to jump it. They don't really have the damage. They need the Tiny. They need the Techies. And looks like he's gonna just come back into farm. There is a Blink Dagger available coming in here from the Faces, from the Legion Commander. I gotta say, I think the item progression coming here from the Dire side is much better. Thanks to most part, the great power Shackle Shots. Now we see Peachy in a little bit of trouble. The Chrono Sphere not being used just yet. The Sprout helping out, and he looks like he's going to get healed. Wrath of Nature is going to come through, but the Eclipse on the backline doing a lot of damage. Eclipse being stolen? No, that's a beam being stolen. Looks like the toss back in. Assassin in a lot of trouble, and Peachy being saved by a Glimmer Cape. Zip forward by the Storm Sphere. He's going for more, but he's going to hit a Fissure and a beam. And suddenly a game that was so close is now widening. The score was 21-22, but now 21-29. Arts of Dota on the run. Shackle Shot not going to latch. Power Shot will hit. The Sprout though will hit, and suddenly Art of Dota in a lot of trouble. Pichu gonna get the dual damage as well. Suddenly he's under the tower. Ooh, he's actually aggroing. No aggro. Tower is gonna get the job done. So 22-30. There's a smoke immediately dispelled. No. Techies sell smoke and just mining things up. I think for the sake of Radiant, they need to slow this game down. The only thing they have going for them is that Void is farming well, but despite the fact that he's got a Hand of Midas, Wind Ranger being participating in all these kills is actually ahead in terms of net worth. So well done, beautifully done. Normally Glimmer Cape first is a terrible item choice, especially on a mid Wind Ranger, because you're expecting to do a lot of damage output. Glimmer Cape first is more of a support item build, but considering the fact that you're fighting so much early on, I think this Glimmer Cape is probably the best item choice that she could have gone, apart from maybe a Yules of Force Staff. Like the fact that you could save your ally and initiate and disengage, it's just a beautiful item. So it's working out. I'm very happy for Powerless. TP up on top. Looks like they want Art of Dota, who's actually fighting on Mateus. Dagon build coming out here from Bold, who's also got a Blink Dagger. I like this build a lot. Allows you to be, I mean, it's just a perfect fit for this type of game, right? It makes sense. Assassinate, trying to get this tower, but I'm not sure. You're tanking a lot of tower damage. Blink, duel. Oh, looks like he missed, and Assassinate should be able to run away. Power Shot. Ooh, no backtrack on that one. Hawk coming forward. I think the Radiant team is really losing steam, overcommitting on these kills and Dire snowballing. Looks like he's looking for a blink forward duel, but might not have enough damage. Kind of go back and forth with these two heroes. Do you really want to go in there, Storm? I'm not sure if you do. Alright. Yeah, Radiant needs to slow this game down, utilize their techie advantage. I mean, what happened? What happened? I didn't see there. Alright, I'm gonna quickly rewind to watch this Dagon kill. I think it's the bottom. Oh yeah, he's trying to run. Ooh, nice toss. The Sprout, the Shackle, the Dagon. Is he gonna use the Dagon to KS? Yeah, of course you use Dagon to KS. You're a prophet. You're buying Dagon. I hope he upgrades the Dagon too, because the cooldown reduction is gonna matter. The fact that he has a bigger mana pool and right clicks harder also is gonna matter. And yes, you are very squishy, but you have a Blink Dagger to survive. So I like that look. Mid lane here looks like a quick Blink Gag by Pichu, and they're gonna get a tower deny. So I imagine we're going to see this gold graph pull apart a bit. In fact, it's pulled apart in a big way. 7,500 gold lead here. An 11 kill gold lead. And a very, 11 kill lead. In a very high action pack game. Assassinate? Trying to get something done. But not gonna find anybody. In fact, all of his camps are just taken. He is spotted though. Mid lane, looks like we're gonna see a fight engagement. Blink into a duel to start things up. Hawk might be in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, well, Enchant Totem steal. The Dagon coming in from the back line, and Hawk gets sprouted by his teammates. Bold, what are you doing, my friend? And looks like the Tiny will run away. No, they want a little bit more. Pichu. Okay, well, he could blink across the ledge if he wants. Bold's coming back down here on the cliff. And now this Tiny's absolutely stranded. Tiny, I'm not sure exactly what he's going for. He's going for a Dagon himself. He's looking for the one-hit KO build. And can they get the Shackle Shot? Power Shot's gonna miss as well. You could toss him back. No, he's actually Avalanche toss, and Tower is gonna finish the kill. Yes, it will. Nicely done here. Getting a little bit baited. Alright, Dire team, a little bit over commitment there. Alright, so I do want to mention the interaction as Bo just picks up yet another kill. Where is he getting it? Alright, I'm sorry I'm missing these kills, but it is just action all over the place. Teleporting into the base! The place by Bo! Alright, he's gonna make it home. There's no way he makes it home, right? Cortez is not even looking. Cortez is not looking! Cortez paying attention! His team is pinging the hell out of him. Alright, they found him. They found him. Well, can you pull? Alright, zips back in, and he's got mana quickly. Alright. Cortez is like, you know, why is my... I need a... No, it's right. Why is it moving so fast? Normally it's very smooth. Alright, I'll fix that later. Not during the middle of this cast. And Dire's gonna take advantage of the big lead. It's gonna go right into the Roshan pit. Where Mask of Madness Luna. That's... Mask of Madness Luna is pretty aggressive in a game like this, but hey, powerless. Now he's gonna go for a real item in this case, the Aghanim Scepter. And they're paying to have their allies join in. Double damage. Power Shot is gonna take down Roshan very quickly. I think you give it to the Luna because she needs CHP. No! Looks like Wind Ranger is gonna pick it up. She does by far have the biggest net worth on the team, so it does make sense if you look at it in that regard. Ooh, they do scope out Techies. Techies is mining the place up. I'm not sure if you want to go here though. It looks like Prophet is upgrading that Dagon. Alright, I hope it's not one of those games that Prophet goes beyond godlike and then Prophet decides, hey Lumi, I'm gonna send you a replay to cast. Look at how well I've done. Nope. Techies, one of these mines. Some of these mines blowing up, getting the kill. No, I'm just kidding, Bo. I think this is an excellent game already. Although, looks like the game is slowing down and we're developing more into a stable mid-game to a late game. And I think Faceless Void is a legitimate concern. Considering the fact that we're going Dagons. Dagons is good, but Dagons is good for getting kills, but not good for locking down that Void. I think that Void will become an issue later on. Powerless looks like he's trying to suicide initiate. Oh, not suicide initiate. Trying to initiate with the Glimmer Cape. Arts of Dota coming in here. Is he going to go for a Spell Seal? Might as well take something good. It's a Focus Fire. Oh, Rubik Focus Fire, not exactly the most impressive thing, but he'll take it. Back in the mid lane. Another gank is happening. Ooh, this is going to be sweet. Oh, this is going to be sweet. But bam! Easy kill. Alright, Techies on a killing spree. Meanwhile, it looks like Luna pick up that Storm kill on the bottom. And that Storm's not having a good time. Considering that he joined a lot of fights when he didn't have any items. And now he's just dying repeatedly. Looks like he is going to go for that Orchid build, but very, very late Orchid. Most good Storms by this point in the game already have it finished. Art of Dota running right up here. Although I'm not sure if you want to get close to Bo. Bo's got a level 3 Dagon. They're going for the kill. Well, right click. He's actually got Sprout max. I didn't talk about this. He doesn't have Nature's Call max. In fact, though, oh, damn, he died so fast. Didn't even get the duel off. It looks like they're going to chase for that Tiny. Well, in a lot of trouble. Blink, Sprout, the plays. Shackle Shot not going to land. Oh, he tried to get in there for the duel damage, but his teammate just killed him way too quickly. Yeah, so he's not even going for the split push build. Not at all. No Nature's Call, just Blink, Sprout, stats. TP. I like it. I like it. Makes me want to try this build in my next pup game. Although, without Nature's Call, normally you have hard time leveling up and laning. But work for him, considering that this game is such back and forth. And ooh, blinked away. Oh, he did get scouted though. Shackle. Oh, okay. I thought he's gonna actually lash into a Sprout and Storm zipping back in. Not sure if you want to get in here though. Beam being stolen and get away from Pichu. Pichu's gonna duel you up, Cortez. Just jump away, my friend. Bold coming in, chaosing with that Dagon, doing a lot of work. Art of Dota taking so much damage. He gets sprouted up. He's dead. Tiny's gonna come back in. He does have the Dagon, but that's a long ass TP. Shackle Shot, not gonna latch here. And it looks like the duel is gonna come off. And looks like Tiny is going to go down as a result very quickly. Hawk coming in. Fissure's going to hit Cortez in a lot of trouble. Dagon. And looks like this is becoming more and more of a stomp. Award, I think, scouting out the techies. Yes, techies is being seen by this ward at the very least. They're pinging the hell out of him. Bold wants his kill. Oh no, sorry. That's the Rubik pinging him. He's like, hey man, why are you helping us? I mean, I'm not sure exactly what you want a techies to do, but techies can't really help in these fights. But the rest of his team is pinging the hell out of him. I mean, guys, techies got the most kill on the team. So I think if I was in techies position, I'll be a little bit mad at my team. This is where you mute all your teammates, report all your teammates. It's kind of the Radiant fault. Is he techies picking up another kill? Alright. Well, a little bit trouble. Alright, in before pinging techie more. Alright, last game I hated techies. This game I feel for techie, just a tiny bit. Big toss back, but yep. Link duel. We're looking at 68 duel damage and we're 23 minutes in. I think Dire team should never even walk in this area anymore. Like, you're gonna just get killed. Alright, I'm not counting the Radiant team out just yet, despite the fact that they're down by 18 kills. I mean, well, hold that thought. Ooh, the perfect combo! Oh my god, and the damage and the Dagon KS both, please. Alright, he's got a Dagon 5 finish. Is it Ethereal Blade time? I mean, you gotta go for the shotgun, right? Ooh. Oh no. Oh no! Well, techies is wrecked. No remorse. And this techies need to get out of there. Oh, the Fissure's gonna hit. But are you afraid? Oh, techies! Suicide? Alright, nicely done. Despite the illusions wrecking all those mines, techies still getting kills. Still doing it. Cortez, well, going for the Orchids. I'm not even sure if Orchid's finish is gonna do anything. Actually, both should go for Orchids himself. Ooh, the Wrath damage, Cortez! Reaction rate of Nebula, very, very slow. But looks like he's not gonna get punished for it. Walk him just fine. Alright, so Techie's gonna go for a straight up Aghanim's first. Which, if you watch my 3-hour pubcast, first of all, why did you watch a 3-hour pubcast? It's a total waste of time! Hawking a lot of trouble! Come on, Avalanche, cancel that TP! Oh, toss him! Alright, Blink Dagger canceled. Did I say TP cancel? Oh my guys, please! You've seen this dagger, you know what's gonna happen. A little bit of big misplay coming out here from the Tiny. Alright, so if you watch the 3-hour pubcast, there was a Techie in that game, and he also went for Aghanims. So I made the TP out. Back track. Ooh, do they want to fight? No, it's time to back off. Powerless though, he wants to fight. So I made the
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
I made the argument that you may want to go for Eul Scepter first, because it gives you a little bit more utility, you can help your team. It gives you mana regen, which lets you set up more mine. Cortez just runs along with the trees, seeing the fact there is a Wind Ranger available, he's gonna jump away, and Powerless is gonna get a Dagon, but unfortunately it's only a Dagon 1 or 2, so not doing too much damage. Powerless runs home. Yeah, so there was the argument being made that if you have Euls, you could farm faster, considering the fact that you have, you know, more mana regen, and etc, etc. But I saw a very good counter argument. Okay, Bolt. Is he gonna get the kill? There's no way. Oh! Blinked away, and looks like, well, Echo Slam and Cortez. I'm not sure if you want to be there, Cortez. Jumping back out. Cortez so far has not impressed me with his play. Yo, don't want to get too close. Cortez, just jump home, my friend. Ooh, okay, this is the play. The Mask of Madness Luna tanking T3 towers, not giving an F! And Dire is just running in. Yeah, but I did see a very smart comment about techies not going for Euls first, instead going for the Aghanims first. And his argument is, yes, you don't have as many mana regen, as much mana regen, but every one of your remote mine will instant KO a wave, and that will help you farm faster as well. Well, the Chronosphere is questionable. Literally no damage. He's gonna get dueled. Ooh, jump away. Report Faces Void. Yeah. So, in retrospect, I think Aghanim's first might actually be the faster farming build. I think I'm gonna sit in a private lobby one day and just like play techies for 20 minutes. After which I'll commit suicide because Seki is the bane of existence. And see which one you do farm faster with. Oh, so one small thing I want to point out earlier. I saw it and then I wanted to point it out, but there was like 20 fights. So come to think of it, if you max Enchant Totem first against the Rubik, that's not bad either, right? Because Rubik, if he steals a fissure, he steals a level 1 fissure. And most of the time, because Enchant Totem is such a low cooldown, and you have a big mana pool, right? Normally fissure just chunks your mana pool like by half whenever you use it. Enchant Totem, you'll be using it kind of all the time, because it's by comparison a very small mana spell. So the most of the time, he's going to be selling spell stealing Enchant Totem instead. And that's what's been happening for this Rubik. Rubik's been playing very well early with that lift onto cliff. And he's got an early bottle to show for it, but unfortunately, looks like he's just AFK. He's giving up hope in this game, but I think there's still a lot left to play. This Storm is not looking too good in terms of how he played early on and in terms of his farm. But in Faces Void, we trust. Oh, Aghanim Scepter! Alright, I want to see this. Just beam in an area in front of you. You know, you see a creep wave here, just beam it and farm it. Easy. I mean, that's how Gyrocopter farms, right? Why can't you... If Gyrocopter could use Call Down to farm, why can't you use Eclipse Ags to farm? Let's go. Let's go, Mateus. Oh. What do you do? He's trying to do it. He's trying to do it. What if you just mess up and you just use it on the ground? Alright, so for those of you guys that are not familiar with this Aghanim upgrade, you could cast it in an area in front of you, like that, or you could cast it on an ally hero and the beams will follow the ally hero. So it's a very interesting thought if you just put it on your Legion Commander, for example, and he blinks into a hero and he duels. Or for example, you put it on a Prophet as he's teleporting into a backstab target, and then the beams will also travel with him. So it's pretty interesting. I think that the best combo I've seen with that is you throw it on a Tidehunter or on an Enigma or like some sort of AoE initiator and just let him rip. Or one time I tried it on a Storm, right? I threw it on my Storm and my Storm just ran in and things were Gucci for us. Okay. Alright, the end of the throw begins. 30 minutes in. Looks like we have a Divine Rapier purchase. He is hitting like a truck. But
Dominating.
This truck might not hit us hard if she dies, especially if you just give it to the Void. Come on, Storm, he already has the recipe. Buy it. Finish it. I'm not sure whether the Orchid will do anything, and I think the Radiant team, on a large part, has pretty much given up hope. Maybe this Faces Void is like, I got this game, I could carry this, but the fact that everybody's arguing why everyone is Peruvian and how much everyone sucks, I think the mentality of this Radiant team is not too good. Or maybe if Faces Void gets like 3, 4, 5 kills in a row, maybe they'll start believing again. Alright, Roche gets killed and looks like Powerless now has Aegis and Divine Rapier. So now I think there's no chance. I mean, how do you stop this guy? Look how big he is. Kiam Robu Uvoy? Is this a South American game? Alright, this is a South American game. So maybe everybody is Peruvian this game. Who knows? Oh, there was a Storm going for a kill. He sees Bold. Bold in a lot of trouble. He is very tanky. He's gonna straight up TP out. Where's the stuns? There's no stuns available. Meanwhile, uh-oh. Bombs? Bang. Alright, Mateus chasing supports. Meanwhile, the Powerless, he's he just 4-shotted him with the focus fire, which thereby reducing some of his base damage. Powerless, he wants back in. 1 right click, 2 right click, okay. Yep. Art of Dota, maybe not realizing there was a Divine Rapier. Holy crap, the damage output is real. I'm gonna say that Powerless is very powerful right now. Very, very powerful. He's actually gonna buy a gem as well. Now look at this build. I mean, who goes for Glimmer, Ags, Divine?
Not so winded now.
Only the best Dota players do. Powerless, I got nothing on you, man, my friend. Tiny trying to last his way up to a staff of broadsword. A broad staff. Not sure what this makes into. But maybe if Ice Rock takes a look at this game, he could, yeah, I could patch in an item for this. Alright. You know, at the beginning, I used to go Orchid a lot on Wind Ranger because of how much right-click damage it gives you, and mono regen, which is great. Oh, hold that thought. Powerless getting focused on. Can they actually get the kill on Powerless? Chronosphere is going to be right there. You got to kill Powerless. No, they're going to focus on Pichu Stasis Mine, getting the stun there as well. And Wind Ranger stealing the Wind Run. Pichu dueling. They're going to get 2 kills right now. Bold is going to be TPing out. Unfortunately, he's not going to make it home. And the Void's going to be there. He's going to get a bash off. Bold is going to go down to the tower. Meanwhile, Powerless is going to get hit by a Stasis Trap. Is the game going to turn? The game is going to turn. They're going to drop the Divine Rapier and assassinate. Who's going to pick it up? Who's going to pick it up? Okay, you want to give it to the Void, right? Give it to the Void. Give it to the Void. Guys? Don't TP. Don't TP. Can't straight TP. The fuck's going to go? Okay, they give it to the Tiny, who's literally hitting for like 800 damage. Oh, the place though. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. The place on the board. Oh my god. Just, who makes a play? Like, this game is literally 9.7k MMR average. And they make a tree. Okay, 8.k MMR on average. Alright, no TP out. Okay, 6k MMR average. Like, it was a good play, and then there was no way out. Alright, so now you just you just go crits, right? Okay, I like this. You go treads.
Top tower is being attacked.
Staff of Broad Ogre Club. Alright. Tiny is revolutionarizing the item builds of Dota. I like this. Alright, this game ain't over yet. Well, good thing that the Void didn't get the Divine, because the Prophet would have taken it. Although I guess he would have dropped it again. But I mean, I'm not sure why Tiny ever needs 600 base damage. He's gonna, well, I guess you always need 600 base damage, but he's gonna hit slow as hell. He is very tanky though, so he's probably the best target to hold for it. And I think these guys are gonna start playing. Art of Dota has an Ogre Club. Not exactly sure why. And there's a Bloodstone on techies? Why would you get a Bloodstone on techies? Like, you have to ditch your Soul Ring. That's like the worst part. You should get a Force Staff, push them into your mines. You should get a Yules. Anything. Anything but a Bloodstone. And the thing is, I think they dropped their mines. Or sorry, they dropped their gem as well. So now the Dire is a little bit in a pinch when it comes to pushing the high ground. Alright. Face this Void. Gonna farm away. I don't think he's got a real item for a long time. Or maybe he just got his BKB. I think he's got his BKB. Guardian Greaves on Earthshaker. Not exactly the best item build on him. Oh, he's going for the support damage build. Yeah. A very common build. The average MMR of this game is just dropping rapidly as the time go on. Ooh, nice blink back out. Dodging that Shackle Shot. Which would have definitely killed him. Bold is just like centering up on the high ground, trying to get a little bit of push going on. He can send a tree in to scout ahead. Alright, you do want to get that 1 point Nature's Call. Just get a little bit of a, you know, scouting utility. Looks like Faceless Void picks up a solo kill, expending his Chronosphere to do it. And he doesn't have Quelling Blade anymore, so he gets sad on the other side of the tree. Yeah, this game is not over at all. I think the fact that Powerless giving away you know, 6k gold and the gem has put the enemy team right back in it. Powerless was what, #1, and his net worth dropped to like #6. Oh my god, that's actually hilarious. Luna though is picking up the slack for his team. Bold trying to get a Dagon kill. Ooh. Where was the Wrath? Oh, the Wrath was already used. Gotta be careful, Cortez. Alright. Powerless. Looking for them solo kills. That's only 3 mines. Okay, so I do appreciate the fact that I could see there's 3 mines available. But I don't appreciate the fact that these are not clumped perfectly. When you're playing techies... Powerless, are you here? Oh, he's gonna just fight. Okay. Oh, there you go. Storm, not sure why he's not jumping back in. He's gonna orc it, but he's being beamed right in. And get out of there, techies. You're the only saving grave. Techies is like the oh, if you had 4-staff, man, that would have been a play. Ooh. Storm is like, yo, don't toss me in like that. Rubik bites back. That's a little aggressive. I'm not exactly sure why the buyback was necessary or even warranted, but Shackle shot onto Blowback. Is Assassinate going to get tossed out? Alright, he's got a Shackle. Shackle is probably the best steal you could ask. Ooh, Shackle off the range creep? That would be sick. And they want to go. They have a high ground vision, seeing that Luna, and I think Luna used his ultimate. Yeah, he did. Cooldown for 90 seconds. Oh, here comes the voice. Chrono? Yep, it's gonna hit onto 2. BKB being used immediately. Mateus gonna get focused. The bomb doing a lot of the work, and Luna's gonna get brought down. Huge Echo Slam and a do the follow up, and Powerless is gonna go Invis, and he's gonna be fine. Assassinate still somehow chasing. Does he have a gem? He's gonna get pushed to the right by the Sprout, and Assassinate, can he jump? No jump just yet. His teammates, meanwhile, taking care of business on the backside. Pichu gonna get immediate Blink Bash, and the Radiant team, yes, it is back. 2-3 exchange favoring the Radiant team, considering the fact they did kill Prophet though. TP back in, and Tree, Dagon, Blink Dagon? Oh, come on. Come on, Bold. Just Sprout for vision. Dagon, get the kill. Entra not base. Ta difícil sair de la. I think Techie said, hey man, you're in the wrong base. And Bold is like, now all your base belong to us, or something dumb. I wish I could actually read this text. I think one of the more amazing things about pub games is watching the chat. And unfortunately, this is denied to me. Alright, so one thing for you guys, new techie. Why am I talking about Techie's tech? Like, I don't want to spread Techie's technology. At the same time, this is supposed to be a somewhat educational. Okay. So, in order to perfectly put your minds in all in one clump, what you do is you highlight techies and you highlight one of your landmines, so that you have techies and one of your landmines, like the icons are next to each other, and then you press your landmine key and then you click it onto your other pre-existing landmine icon that's highlighted, because you're highlighting double units, right? Or I think it's over here. So then your hero will walk and put on the landmine exactly where it is, thereby putting a perfect landmine on top of each other. And that's how you get perfect landmines. It matters because, let's say some people have the reaction of God. They walk up a hill, they trigger one landmine, and they walk back immediately. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to restart my computer because I was lagging pretty much, and Pichu unfortunately has the replay bug where he gets nonetheless. But looks like Powerless is gonna go right in. I'm not sure if you want to get in there though. Ooh, Shackle shot being stolen, and Powerless is gonna get shackled right in front of the Radiant base. Powerless, is anybody going for him right now? Actually, Bobo is fighting on the bottom lane. Looks like Bobo is gonna go down, and so will Powerless. Suddenly 63-39, and it's the 39 team that's, to me, doing a lot better now. And obviously they still got the Divine Rapier. And they also now cleave. So, oh, the blink, the good old echo into the blink backwards. We'll watch that one special in a bit. And, well, at least a Fissure saving Matthias a little bit. Matthias getting brought back, and Hawk now needs to run, and so does Pichu. Let's watch that beauty and just, like, watch it in slow-mo, shall we? Alright, let's not watch it in slow-mo, but we're just like, oh, the blink into double-click dagger. Alright. Not a good look. Not a good look. And now they're on the run. Stormstright still having a little bit of mana available. Well, not that much. Hawk's gonna run home, and there's a BOTs. Alright, there's massive amount of pings going on, and it feels like Dire Team, despite leading for a majority game, now might be overextending. Fissure will hit. Oh, he's got Fissure available. He's gonna lift him up. He will lift him up. There's a jump in from Pichu, or from Assassinate, and he's gonna try to duel, but thanks for the free damage. I'll take it. And suddenly 4 dead in front of the Dire base. And they're gonna go right in and try to get the racks. Any buyback available? That's the question. There is absolutely 0 buyback. And a little bit of a well-mannered pause coming from Techies. Not sure what they're saying. And I believe this is going to be at least 1 lane of racks. Probably just 1 lane of racks, considering that double range racks, or double tier 2 towers are still up. The question is, are they going to just go for the win? They have a Tinies with Divine, you know, doing what, 40% extra damage to buildings? Is that how it works? Let's see. doesn't say, does it? Bonus damage buildings, 75%. Holy crap, not 40%. Okay, all right, Mr. Rubik. Yeah, maybe going for the base is a little bit too risky considering. What the hell is he going for now? Hyper Broad Ogre Club is next. Not a crit, not a BKB, not an AC. Although I have to say, if he finished any one of them, I think he'll be much stronger. But hey, to be fair, I think he. So he picked up these two pieces earlier, and then he got the Divine, and then he finished Axe. And then it's like, okay, I need more attack speed, so he got a Hyperstone. And now he's going back for a BKB. This guy is just a work of art, you know? He's a working piece of art because he's always changing, always morphing. And then Dire is like, alright, we gotta just go. We can't mess around. We threw away a big lead thanks to Mr. Powerless, who's got respectable damage. Looking to kill him, though. Techies is the one that's held the team together. He's got 14 charge zone. Meanwhile, Storm Street continue to get picked off. Not impressed with Mr. Cortez. That even rhymed. Did it rhyme? Not really. And yeah, Techies is the MVP for me right now on the Radiant team. He's the only one that's held them together. Not exactly sure why we have an Octarine core. I mean, if you have a Midas, I'll be like, yeah, man, get the Octarine core, get that, you know, cooldown reduction for your Hand of Midas. I guess you could consider Raffinature as a Hand of Midas of sorts. All right. We gotta keep in mind the last team fight went terribly for Team Dire, right? The double blink back, double click blink back from Earthshaker into echoing nothing. I think Hawk's echo has been pretty bad. I remember seeing him whiffing one on the bottom lane as well. And Luna didn't get off his ultimate. Bull just died before the fight even happened. So I think that the fight went a lot better for Dire. They can in theory win these fights, but it's looking more and more difficult as the game goes on. As we have now quite a bit of items on both of these cores. BKB even completed. Cortez still not a non-factor as this game goes on. It looks like the duel. I'm not sure if you want to duel this, especially if Pichu is going to give you free damage as it goes on. That is 36 free damage. Thank you very much. I'll take it. We'll take those. And that's going to be MKB coming out. Uh-oh, the advantage is dissipating very quickly. In fact, the gold lead is on the Radiant side now. Not looking good, man. Not looking good. I'm not even sure how they break the base. This is where you're trying to push up against high ground, and a Chronosphere is just team fight winning, right? Like, how do you beat that? I'm not too sure. I guess you beat it with Raffinature. Oh, a little bit of... Okay. Ooh, ooh. Blink away? Alright. Well, the play's bold! Never mind what I said about earlier. Average AK MMR, the place. The mini blink into the ground sprouts. Alright. That was nicely done. Still died. 60-second long. I'm not even sure why he was there. I think he was trying to Dagon kill somebody. Dagon kill somebody no longer works in my opinion. Especially we're 45 minutes into the game. Alright, faces forward, continue to farm away. I wonder where the turning point is for Dire, if there is a turning point. I think it's gonna have to start with a big echo from Earthshaker, or a good shackle shot from Moon Ranger. And we're looking for some sort of oh, Cortez. That's a free kill, right? You take those. All right. No? Well, Tiny is looming nearby. Although I don't think she saw that. Could have gone for that. Should have gone for that, and probably died to the Tiny. She's got cheese. Should have gone for that still. Right, the Dire team should play patient, forget the fact that they were leading by, what, close to 20 kills, and just farm. They have decent carries in the late game. And of course, if they ever kill that Tiny one more time, I think the Divine, in contrast to the last game we casted where the Divines did not matter at all, the Divine Rapier in this game matters quite a bit. It drastically contributes to the big damage difference that both of these teams has right now. And it feels like the Radiant team is confident enough to start walking out of the base. Are we going to see a second item on Mr. Cortez pre-50 minutes? That would be impressive. Generally, Storm Spirit just get one item for about 80 minutes in the game. Oh, Fissure's going to hit. Art of Dota, not exactly sure why he is so far away from home. He is pinging rapidly. And I think for his sake, his team should ping back at him. Bold teleporting in. Oh, they will see. Okay, they will see the techies. Techies will suicide and landmines doing a little bit of damage to the Luna. Luna's got Aegis. They got cheese. With 2 heroes dead or 1 hero dead? Oh no. 2 heroes dead, but immediate respawn thanks to Blusto. Should just go. But yeah, the landmine sign is pretty scary, so they're gonna just walk around it. But if the techie's smart, we'll cut off every landmine or every creep wave that's gonna come. So this push is gonna be somewhat difficult. Mateus poking ahead. There you go. The push is over. Oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? Alright. A little bit of pausing to say your teammates suck. Meanwhile, it looks like Luna's in the base. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward on this pause. There's a buyback immediately. Techies, are you gonna blow up the creep wave? Alright, creep wave gone. But yeah, how did I push this? I guess I just camp in front of the base and make techies use all of those mines, to which he's got about like 8,000 of those. Ooh, Wrath of Nature being stolen. That's a good one. Yeah, there's a Wrath. That would make the Dire team think there's a Radiant High Ground War, but there is not. Are we gonna blow it up? Bang. Bang? Alright. At least he's using 2 mines per instead of 1 mine per. The Powerless, they're pretty ballsy up there in front of the base. Alright. Oh, they finally. Oh, the landfill side ran out. Wait, what happened? What happened to the landfill side? Oh, Aegis ran out as well. Where's the landmine sign? Did he just like reposition it? Ooh, Shackle Shot and the blink in from Bold. That's an RTK move. You don't want to be RTK. The Echo Slam is good. And Bold, true to RTK standard, goes in, does some dumb thing, and actually just wins the fight for the team. BKB on Tiny. He's cleaving. He's doing so much work. Oh my god, this Tiny. Divine Rapiers drop on the ground. Nobody picks it up. Powerless. The Dagon's going to seal the deal. And Powerless finally gets it back. He still has cheese available. Oh, he wants to go back in. He eats a cheese, and he's going to get a double kill. My god, ROTK Bold. You're so good. He blinks like 2 feet forward. He blinked. Alright, and he's just right-clicking the racks. Oh, okay. Buyback here from Tiny. I'm not sure how he's going to stop this. Oh, the Blink Self Sprout ROTK play. The Chronosphere is going to be there. It looks like the Divine's going to get dropped. The question is, who's going to pick it up? And he's going to pick it up. Bo's going to die as a result. I'm not even sure what he dropped. He dropped Power Treads, and Tiny will pick it up for him. Alright, I think time to drop your Hand of Midas. No, when I say, guys, when I say drop the Hand of Midas, I mean use it, put it back on the courier, and every 100 seconds. No! You fool! You fool! How to reduce your GPM by 190 or 100. Do what Void just did. You gotta keep it on the courier. You gotta use it every time you get off cooldown. In fact, maybe even get a refresher to refresh it to use it. I'm just saying. The goal that you're missing is huge. Mateus sees a Rubik. This Rubik's been kind of feeding. Oh, but it's a bait. Or is it? Techie's gonna come in. Do they have a Hex available? No Hex. Just a BLT2. Alright.
Quite a spree.
Oh. I'm sorry, didn't catch that. Faceless Void picks up a kill. Didn't even have the chrono for that. Probably just blinked in, first hit bash, and that was all she wrote. And suddenly it's a Radiant team that's pushing in. I actually don't know who's going to win this game. I still think that the Radiant team is heavily favored. But Dire did kind of win the team fight earlier. And then the bot back came. So, also, you know, this Void prone to run into 1v5, so... You know, we don't really know, because the MMR of this game is so high and people rarely make mistakes that yeah, this game could go either way. Pichu, is he gonna blink into Void and duel him? I'm not sure if you want to do that. It looks like the Radiant team aggressively pushing the immediate duel, but I don't know, Pichu! Thanks for the damage, I guess. Chronosphere now hits on 2. Bold is gonna get killed on the right, on the left. Double buyback, triple buyback, but now, uh-oh, Enchant Totem will hit Echo, will hit Assassinate, will go down. Divine Rapier, though, being picked up by Cortez. He's done something for him. That's 4 buyback. Can they actually get something done, though? They toss him up, and looks like they are going to get the kill. Gem is hitting the deck, and they're chasing. There's a Stasis Trap. It's going to hit onto 2. Pichu coming forward. They will get Art of Dota. They need more. That's 4 buyback. They need the Storm. Landmine. Oh, huge mines damage, and the Suicide. Mateus barely surviving. Looks like he's chasing for more Storm Sid. Jumping very low. Does he have any mana? Sprout not hitting. He's got the bottle regen. He's jumping away. Pichu's got the blink forward. No, he already used blink. Cooldown on the Dagon. And now the Divine Rapier on the hands of Bold. Not sure if he's the one that should be handling the Divine Rapier. Unfortunately, they also don't have a creep wave. How do you push this? Are they gonna just go on the high ground? They're gonna try. Blink forward from Bold. Okay, Sprout. He doesn't have Suicide anymore. He does have this Suicide. Blink, Jewel. They're gonna get him again. He's dead for 76 seconds. And now Luna going on the high ground. The backdoor regen trying to keep things together, but not enough. And the Luna Glaive wreck on the base is so much. And look at this. That was with backdoor regen on tag. There's a buyback from Void, but he doesn't have Chronos for 19 seconds. This is a game of Pub Dota on the South American server. You just don't know what's gonna happen. Alright, get out of the base, guys. You got the racks. You spent like 5 buybacks. You gotta get out. Chronos back up in 5 seconds. They're still hanging around hitting Moonwells. I'm not sure if you want to hit the Moonwells. Alright, they're hitting Moonwells. And the base. Mateus on the front line. Chronosphere is available. There's a lift. Okay. And no, Mateus, get back! You're gonna get Chrono. Okay, Plowback's not gonna go in. He's a little bit afraid. All right, they'll back off. They'll back off. Whew. The score's 51-79. This is actually one of the most amazing and back and forth pub games. Another sincere thank you to both for sending this one to me. And it looks like Dire gonna wait for the Roshan. The Go Graph going haywire. And so is the Experience Grab. Let's check out what key items, if there's any big key items being picked up. Obviously, the Divine Rapier going back to the side of the Dire. But Prophet doesn't have any attack speed items, so he's just plinking in very slowly. I'll bet it hits very hard. I mean, he's sitting for close to 500. Maybe you just go Treads here? Maybe you just get a Hyperstone? Maybe you go Hyperstone Ogre Club like this. Ooh, there is a Moon Shard. Maybe he's gonna eat the Moon Shard a little bit later on. Weapon is Broadsword. Is that in the courier? Alright. I guess he just sold his Broadsword. Do you have a crit? I seem to remember him having a crit. Oh no, I think it's the Wind Ranger that has a crit. Alright. Okay, smart play here by the Dire side. They're gonna wait out the Roshan. And I guess you give it to Gold. Because he's got the Divine. It's not important. Okay. To me right now, the best Aegis holder is actually the Wind Ranger. And oh, he actually takes it, so good. Because I think Wind Ranger is the more higher DPS hero, especially if she gets to use 2 power or focus fire in one fight. But I think you need to give it to the Prophet simply so that the enemy team don't get it back. Oh, Cortez? Well, I guess he's close to finishing his second item. He's got the recipe. Yeah, he's got the recipe, you know. Recipe will do a lot for you in the upcoming game. Alright, Bold's got the cheese. Although the fact that there is a cheese, maybe you give Powerless the cheese and you give the Aegis to Prophet. Because you know Prophet's going to get focused. You know Void's going to have a hard on for him. Alright, looks like there's a landfill mine over here. Man. A 6-minute cooldown though. Alright, you see this landfill sign. The thing is, why is Dire pushing here? And more importantly, why is Techies putting a landfill here? Like, wouldn't you want to protect the bottom lane, which is the more likely lane to be pushed, considering top there's a T2 available? Dire realizes, I was like, yeah, let's not push against the landfill mine. And that's a 6-minute cooldown last time I checked. So what do you do now, Mr. Techies? What do you do? Alright. We need Mr. Faces Void to get a big chrono. That's all. That's what's the only thing keeping them from getting wrecked. Prophet in this case should just start pushing T2 top case they want to get double lanes of Rex. There's a Hex available. Okay, there's that. Luna coming in with the Hex. You know, if Faceless Void jumps in and gets Hex straight up, that could be good for the Dire team. Dire needs to out-execute to make this work. Faceless Void walks tap, keeps TP available, and we'll get a little bit of farm in. Is Dire gonna go? I mean, they have everything go. Looks, I heard mines popping off. Was it mid? Not sure. Gotta be careful with your techies. Ooh, blink back. Alright, Pichu, for the love of God, please don't suicidal duel like you've been doing. Oh, Tiny's gonna get shackled. Are you gonna go? Oh no! Hawk, please! They will get the kill. Very easily adapt, but Powerless is being stunned up and focus fire being used. Are they gonna lift him in? Oh, quick disjoint. Nicely done. Alright, last time when Dire won the team fight, they had a big echo. So now no echo available, but Tiny is dead, and I believe Tiny bought back in the last fight. Yes, he did. Alright, creeps on the higher ground being blown up by techies. No pressure on the side of mid lane just yet here. Ooh, Art of Dota, but gotta be careful. Don't want to get too close there. Yo, Powerless. Just whole bunch of spells missing is what I'm watching right now. It's like the MMR, the average MMR is dropping. This is looking like a 3k push versus a 3k defense. Like nobody knows what to do. I mean, literally all Earthshaker needs to do is just fissure somebody. Oh, the mines, Powerless on the high ground, and Powerless gonna go to Chronosphere. Will hit onto 3. Are they gonna hex him up? But look at the focus fire on the back line. Hawk is gonna take the focus. Bolt on the front line, doing a lot of right click damage. Powerless. Oh no, it's all radiant, all dying. Techie's the only one defending, but he's gonna have a lot of trouble. Stasis is gonna keep him alive a little bit, but not for long. Mateus is gonna get wrecked. Baited. He's lucky that Chronosphere did not clip in, and I think Plowback missing that Chronosphere on the Rain Ranger is ultimately what led to the loss of the team fight. Best hard carry Dota 2015. Yeah, the Void and the Storm has not been that impressive this game, but has been a very interesting or impressive display of throw from both of these teams. Oh, he's gonna get the kill here, and Powerless looks like he's gonna make it home, no problem. Blink, Fables, Fissure's gonna hit, and Powerless says, yeah, okay, I'll fight you. No problem, I'll fight both of you. Easy. Powerless, the MVP for me this game. Great Glimmer K purchase, into a great Divine purchase, into a great Divine throw, and then getting it back, and then the ultimate late game kill on the Faceless Void and winning that team fight. So pretty cool game, pretty fun game to cast, I gotta say. I gotta say thank you guys for sending me replays. Bold has sent me a replay. A couple of you guys have sent me a couple of replays on Twitter as well. So I'm gonna be casting more pub games as well as pro games when I get the replays for pro games. So hope you guys are enjoying these casts. I'm definitely enjoying my coming back of casting, if you will. Definitely a very fun pub game, and I'm looking to do more. So until next time, hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Luminous, and I'm signing off. GG, guys.